drought-stricken West is seeing too much rain all at once. People across California driving on streets submerged in water or covered in mud. But the most rain in months is barely making a dent in the drought.
These downpours are creating fears of mudslides this morning. Forecasters say as much as 6 inches of rain could fall by the end of the day. Tracy is in Glendora, California, east of Los Angeles, with the dangers created by this wet weather. Ben, good morning.
Good morning. We're getting a break from the heavy rains this morning, and so far these concrete barriers and about 70,000 of these sandbags here in Glendora, California have kept the water and mud out of people's homes. But check this out, hasn't kept it out of the street. A lot of sand, a lot of mud that now needs to be cleaned up.
Parts of California are getting more rain in one day than they got during the entire month of December last year. Mandatory evacuations in Camarillo Springs, northwest of Los Angeles, were lifted, but mudslides will continue to threaten dozens of homes in the coming days.
I've got officers out there. I've got officers on standby, officers on overtime. We are going to be here until this thing passes.
You have flashlights, food that you can heat up in case electricities go out, candles.
In San Francisco and nearby Santa Cruz, Tuesday was on track to be the wettest day in nearly 5 years, with predictions of as many as 5 more inches of rain by Thursday morning.
We're getting saturated, and it's a gully washer. The leaves are just coming down and clogging the drains.
But meteorologists say it will take at least 10 storms this size to make an impact on the state's severe drought.
We need a lot of wet storm systems above normal rainfall for the year, probably for the next 2 or 3 years.
Last time we had 6,000 square feet of mud up here, about 4 feet high.
Ed Heinlein lives in Azusa and isn't taking any chances. A wildfire in January stripped the hillsides behind his home. Storms 2 months later flushed several feet of mud into the first floor of his house. He spent $30,000 repairing and reinforcing his property.
So we're just bracing to try to keep it up here, keep it from hitting the house and going into the neighborhood.
Now, we are expecting more rain later this morning, not quite as much as yesterday, but enough to mess up the morning commute in a city where people have largely forgotten what that windshield wiper button on their car is for. Gail?
Well, now they know how to use it again. Thank you, Ben.